Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be going through my Week 6 NFL predictions and doing a quick little recap of Week 5 and also doing some little bit of against the spread, seeing if team's close or not and stuff like that. I don't remember what I did last time. I just do what I want to do. So let's go and get started with my week last week, which wasn't great. Wasn't terrible either. I went 7-7, had some really big misses and had some hits. And one of those big misses was Thursday night when the Bears absolutely dominated the Commanders. I picked the Commanders to win, and it's just, ew. Not great there, so Commanders do better. Bears, you did pretty good. This one was a toss-up. I picked Buffalo like most people did because they came off beating the Dolphins really bad, but Jacksonville really showed what they're up. I got Detroit right, which I think is good. Texans wasn't too bad of a loss because it was a very close game. Houston could have won that, so not too bad of a mispick there. I got the Colts right, which I'm happy with. Got the Dolphins right. Got the Saints right. Got the Ravens wrong. The Ravens should have won that game, so I'm not too mad about that. Got the Rams wrong. I thought that might have been a good upset, but weren't able to put it together. Really got this one wrong because I thought the Cardinals would be able to pull the upset. Got the Broncos wrong. I don't know how they lost that game. I thought they were the better team, especially offensively than the Jets, but they just kept shooting themselves in the foot. Got the Chiefs right, got the Niners right, and then I got the Packers wrong as well. So let's go on ahead and get to Week 6. Starting off with Thursday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and Kansas City Chiefs. This isn't a question. The Chiefs, they're the best, one of the best teams in football. Denver is one of the worst. They just lost to the Jets with Zach Wilson. I think this is going to be kind of a really good get-right game for the Chiefs' offense due to how bad Denver's defense has been. And so Kansas City should absolutely curb stomp this game, which is good for me because I have Mahomes starting in one of my fantasy leagues. So, need that to be good. Then we got the Ravens and Titans. The Titans lost to the Colts last week. Didn't look too inspired. The Ravens, the only reason why they lost to the Steelers was because so many dropped balls by the Ravens receivers. I think that's going to be fixed up a bit. And so I think the Ravens are definitely the better team, and they should be able to beat Tennessee pretty good. Commanders and Falcons, I really don't know because even though they only scored 20 points against the Bears, the Desmond Ritter, what is his name? Sam Howell played really, really good, but so did Desmond Ritter, and I believe in the Falcons' defense more than I do in the Commanders' defense. I think if Desmond Ritter plays safe football, this should be a Falcons win, and hopefully they get Bijan going, get Kyle Pitts going as well in the pass game with Drake London as well. And so I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to win this game. Bears and Vikings. Now this one's going to be interesting because the Vikings just saw Justin Jefferson. The Bears are actually coming off two really, really good offensive performances. I think and the Vikings defense is not that great. Honestly, I'm going to go with the Bears here. They have the more momentum coming in. Justin Fields has played well these past few weeks. DJ Moore has been fantastic for them. I think the Bears are going to win this game. And so, good for you, Chicago. I picked you for the first time this year. That just shows how bad I think the Vikings are. We got the Bengals and Seahawks. Seattle's coming off the bye. Geno Smith is coming back from injury. The Bengals had their first really good game this year. It was against the Cardinals, who is, even though they're playing really tough and really hard, have a lack of talent. Seattle has a lot more talent than the Bengals do. And so I'm going to go with Seattle here to win this game as well. San Francisco versus Cleveland. Cleveland, your defense is great. I really think you're one of the best defenses in the league. But you're going up against a machine in San Francisco who just dismantled the Cowboys. I think the 49ers are going to go to 6-0. Cleveland's defense is going to do the best they can to stop them, but I just don't think they can. And the Cleveland offense definitely cannot keep up with San Francisco's. Next, we got the Panthers and Dolphins. The Panthers are a completely lost football team. I think Miami is going to pretty much handily win this game, so Miami is going to be over Carolina there. Indianapolis and Jacksonville could be an interesting game, especially if Anthony Richardson was playing. I would maybe pick the Colts, but since it's Gardner Minshew, who is a little more limited in his skill set, I'm going to go with Jacksonville here because I think they have momentum after the two back-to-back London games coming back to the States. Trevor Lawrence in the offense is good, so I think Jacksonville's going to win this game. Saints and Texans. Now, this was going to be interesting. The Saints absolutely demolished the New England Patriots. The defense completely dominated there. And the Texans, they've been playing good football recently. They did lose to the Falcons last week, but it was a very close game. C.J. Stroud really, really continues to impress. But I am going to go with the Saints here because I think The Saints defense is going to be the key difference here. I don't think CJ Stroud has faced a defense like this quite yet, who is very, very aggressive, especially in the secondary. They're going to challenge these Texans receivers. And so I'm going to go with the Saints here over the Texans due to that defense. Patriots and Raiders. The only reason why I'm picking the Raiders here is because the past 2 weeks, the Patriots have looked like absolute dog doo-doo. And so that means Bill Belichick's going to win this game by a lot because he just owns his former apprentices. But I'm still going with the Raiders here just because they're both bad teams, but the Patriots are just another level of bad compared to them. So I'm going to go with that there. Next, we got the Lions and Buccaneers, 2 division leaders right now. Surprisingly for the Buccaneers, who have played well, they lost to the Eagles before their bye week. And the Lions had just been dismantling team after team after they lost to Seattle. They did it to Green Bay. They did it to Atlanta. They did it last week to Carolina. I think they're going to continue it this week with the Buccaneers. So I'm going to go with the Lions here. Cardinals and Rams. This one is interesting because neither of these two teams really look great. But if I were to pick one, it would be the Rams, mainly because they just have more natural talent. And like similar to last week, this could be a good right game for the Rams offense with Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp coming back in the second week back from action. So we're going to go with the Rams here. I think it's going to be a pretty close game, though. So we're going to go with the Cardinals and Rams. Next up, we got the Eagles and Jets. The Jets got their second victory here over the Broncos, but Philadelphia is just the better team. Their defense, I think, is going to really make Zach Wilson's day really tough, especially with Jordan Davis just being absolutely insane. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia Eagles here. Giants and Bills. The Giants are a terrible football team. We're going to go with Buffalo here just because the Bills are just obviously superior. So we'll see what happens there. Next, we got the Cowboys and Chargers. The Cowboys had their absolutely devastating loss to the 49ers last week. So it'll be interesting to see how they come back this week. And the Chargers had their bye week. Justin Herbert has played incredibly well. And so I'm going to go with the Chargers because for me, this is down to the 2 quarterbacks. And I would trust Justin Herbert just a little bit more than Dak Prescott right now, especially after that terrible week. You don't know how he's going to respond. So I'm going with the Chargers here. I'm going to say this is going to be a high-scoring game, 55 points. So quick recap here. We got the Chiefs, Ravens, Falcons, Bears, Seahawks, 49ers, Dolphins, Jaguars, Saints, Raiders, Lions, Rams, Eagles, Bills, and Chargers. And so let's go ahead and Vegas odds NFL Week 6. We're going to go here. This is based on Wednesday. Again, I just want to say this right out. This is not my advice on what to bet. This just is a fun way to see if I think teams are going to cover the spread or not. And so we're going to go ahead and go there. So we got the Chiefs favored by 10.5 points. I believe in the over on that. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game by 2 touchdowns at least. That is how bad the Broncos are. Now we got the Ravens and Titans. Ravens are favored by 4. I agree with that. I will take the over. I think it's going to be a touchdown game for them. So I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Titans there. Commanders and Falcons. I say this is going. I could say over. I think this game is going to be decided by a field goal. Right now is at -2.5, so a field goal would be over. So I'm going to go with that there. I disagree with this because I picked the Bears to upset. So I think that I would take the Bears at the upset here as well. And the same here, Seattle. I'm picking over the Bengals. So even though the Bengals are favored here, I'm going to go with Seattle there. San Francisco, easy over. Easy over. It's going to be at least a 10-point win for them, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with that there. Carolina, Miami. I'll go with the over. I'll go bet over that. I think that the Dolphins are going to win by 21 points because that's how bad Carolina is and how good that Dolphins offense can be. So I'm going to go with that. Detroit and Tampa Bay. I think Detroit's going to win by 10. So I believe in Detroit over there. Jacksonville. I just don't know with the -4. I think they can win by touchdown, but it could also be a close game where it's decided by a field goal. Not comfortable taking that personally. Saints, Texans. I think the Saints are going to win more by that. I think it's going to be at least a 3-point game, so over. Raiders, I don't trust it because I just think it's going to be a really close game, and I just think it's going to be a baffle of bad, so I wouldn't do anything there. Same here. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game, so it could be really, really close. Not comfortable betting there. Philadelphia, easy over. At least 10-point victory over the Jets. Bills, I will take that because the Giants are just terrible, terrible, terrible. And here the Cowboys, I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't take anything on this game. It's just way too close to call. So, and I also picked the Chargers, but I just think it's going to be a very close game. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Going to do my last week in review tomorrow as well. And then I'll get into more off-season content for the Brewers and, of course, NFL content. Not as much this upcoming week because the Packers are on a bye. But we'll continue to deliver some good content to you guys. Thank you so much. And see you again very, very soon.